we're going to make wine for next year and be drinking that next year. So
salute to everybody out there. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. It is the fall. It is the time where Amy and I have to go back
to
work on a couple shows. So we're going to be getting out of here pretty soon. That doesn't mean our Wine Wednesdays are going to stop.
Yeah, there's like so many cool things coming up in the next few months for the different holidays and different recipes. And for example, I know that come December, there's going to be some wreath making classes.
Yeah, might want to get into that.
With this and holiday cookies and things for Thanksgiving. So it'll be a really fun every other week type of Wine Wednesdays.
Yeah, so it's going to be cool. Amy and I are going to join in when we can. While we're not shooting, even though the two of us are going to be in different states probably as well.
But that doesn't stop any of us, does it?
No.
Because we're all virtual.
We're all virtual now, yes. Especially as we're going back into the season. In store for you tonight, we have a super fabulous, wonderful opportunity to show you what's happening here at the winery. You know, we've been so fortunate, well, I should say with what is going on, we, you know, at Bonobo Winery have a lot of space here and we're able to do various things and get very creative. And it's any small business that's out there. Everybody's trying to figure out how to get creative, what you can do that, you know, keeps your business going. And we always celebrate harvest. That's nothing new. But this time we want to get a little creative, and because we do have so much space, we can still have a harvest dinner. Even though it's raining outside and it's super cold, we brought the harvest dinner inside.
Yes.
And so we have about 40 people here. We partnered up with a couple Northern Michigan groups and companies, Nomi Collectif. They are here. They've joined us along with Tonic and Lime and various others to help us pull this off. And right now, the winery looks like something I've never seen it look like.
I mean, it looks like an engagement party.
It does.
Or what else?
Or
a rehearsal dinner. I mean, it's so beautiful right now. We feel so lucky to have so many talented people that have come in tonight to put together the most beautiful dinner party.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, that's the beauty. People always talk about Northern Michigan, and what we have at our fingertips is we have a lot of creative people, especially now during COVID. People are getting creative to try to figure out what to do. And because at Bonobo we have a lot of space, we thought this would be a great time to celebrate, to have a harvest dinner, but at the same time, show you the space a little bit and the party that is happening, the social distancing party that is happening. With everybody in the other rooms and how the tables are set up with our partners, Nomi Collectif and Tonic and Lime, and the wonderful drinks they're making.
Yeah, like this beautiful drink right here.
Yes, there's Riesling in there.
Yes.
There's Riesling in there.
It's so good. It's
That's from right out here.
Autumn drink. But they'll tell you more about it.
So at this point, we're going to see if the crowd kind of comes to a dull roar, and we're going to go over to Jill and Melissa.
Melissa,
hey, what's up, girls?
Hi. Hi, everybody. Can you? Hi. Jill here at Bonobo, and I'm here with Melissa, who is with Nomi Collectif. I think you can spell it over. It's a little loud in here. Yeah. So Melissa and I have been working very closely together on this harvest dinner event. And so the other great thing about Melissa is she is actually our Dobby, who is our assistant winemaker, who you've seen in the kitchen many times. She is his wife. So kind of what started with this whole happy hour and the Nomi Collectif and everybody working together, we really want to showcase local flavor and support local businesses. And so partnership between the Bonobo Winery and the Nomi Collectif and all of the great vendors that are a part of that is kind of what so we're able to transform the winery into an absolutely beautiful harvest-style motif with lots of beautiful local decor. We're going to meet our florist in just a second. Some wonderful accessories and glassware and seating from our partner at 307 Events, who we work with for all of our events here at Bonobo Winery. So we kind of wanted to showcase, number one, the size of the winery and how much space we have and how we can do events here at a safe and distant spot, but also wanted to show the elegance and the craft that the Nomi Collectif can provide to us. So Melissa, who kind of is the leader of that from our perspective as from the event.
Well, we're all together. We're a team, so we're definitely a collective, and we collaborate together, and we love it. So our team definitely loves to provide a well-curated, tailored event experience for our clients. Amy, I'll let you contribute to this.
Just do the flowers and I just listen to the boss.
No, that's not true. That's not true. So yeah, we're very excited about the possibility to collaborate with Bonobo Winery. Obviously, we share a bond for providing well-curated events and also hospitality. And Northern Michigan, our love for Northern Michigan and the beauty, and obviously Bonobo Winery has a very beautiful location in the heart of Old Mission Peninsula. So,
yeah, we're excited to be here. So excited.
Yes, and we're so excited to have you guys because I think it's, obviously we see the winery in one way, and for the past several months it's been stanchions and plexiglass and all of these other things that kind of take away from the beauty that we have in this building. So it's nice tonight to be able to kind of showcase the building for what it can be used for. We had a beautiful cocktail hour out in the patio planned, but again, it's Northern Michigan and the rain decided to come. But again, we were able to use the inside space here. So what's great about Bonobo Winery and the Nomi Collectif is that they bring a lot of different pieces into the event planning business that make it a lot easier for places like Bonobo, so we don't have to have an on-staff event planner and florist and photographer and all these things. That's what the Nomi Collectif brings to places like Bonobo. And so everything that's here tonight, all of the food, partnering our chef, Chef Adam, who you guys have met before, partnering with their chef, Chef Henry, to create a beautiful dinner that you guys will get to see more of if you check out the pictures on Facebook later that everyone gets to enjoy.
there will be plenty of beautiful pictures.
Yep. So let's just maybe take a scan and look at the beautiful room. Everyone's safely distanced, wearing their masks at the bar. And we'll be doing more dinners like this in the future. So when you see things like this advertised, this is the fun that you'll get to experience. And we're taste testing the sparkling Riesling tonight that has not yet been released. So these are the fun things that you get to do. Another fun part of the collectif is that we can do other things besides just wine. We can make wine cocktails. So we're gonna go talk to Amber real quick. This is Amber, and she is our mixologist for the evening, and the name of your company is?
Tonic and lime. And tonight I had to do something a little bit different than I'm used to. So no liquor, we can't bring in liquor into Bonobo currently. So we are showcasing their Riesling in a wine cocktail. So we used a fig syrup. You see the fig on there, a blood orange bitter, so a little orange zest, and rosemary in this cocktail.
It's delicious, by the way. I taste tested everything just to make sure. All right, so thank you guys, everyone, for being quiet for a moment. We appreciate that. We'll go back to Carter and Amy. Thanks for popping into the tasting room for a sec.
Wow, that was so cool.
Yes.
It was so amazing to see everybody be so quiet.
I know.
They kind of all look like zombies over there, but trust me, they are not. It's really fun to see everybody over there and being so chill.
And by the way, this cocktail is
Yeah.
amazing. I hope that we put on the our website how to make it.
We are. We're gonna.
It's so good.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, we don't normally, not we, but like we at home don't
it's
normally
so
make
good.
drinks mixed with wine. But
Yeah.
here, obviously, we're doing it because, well, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And but it is a harvest, our harvest dinner. Like I said, we have our harvest dinners every year, once a year, and it's a moment where we can really celebrate why we're here, why we started this vineyard, why we started this winery, why we wanted, a space where people could come to hang out, to enjoy other people, conversation at a safe distance, by the way, right now. But, now is all literally like the fruits of everybody's labor. Cornell, Davi, Todd, everybody, the entire workforce, Jill, the team upstairs. I mean, it's been a really fun summer. But now when you realize, okay, how many tons are we starting to pull in? And by the way, there's some crazy stuff that is happening in Northern California right now, and Oregon, and we are like, we're very. I mean, we send a lot of our love to all those other wineries right now because we know people. Eric Nickel, who was Fortunately, his winery is still good, but you know, there's a lot of crazy stuff that's happening right now. So agriculture, farming, who knew? Crazy. Yes.
Yes.
But fortunately, we had a great summer here in Northern Michigan.
Yes.
And so now we get to showcase, which we don't usually do. We're going to go downstairs and we're going to talk to everybody, meaning Todd, Cornell, and Davi, and show you guys at home what is happening while we're harvesting. You're going to see a bunch of tanks.
It's cool. This is like what you really want to see.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
The harvest, how it's made, what's going on, the process.
Right. Because the process is still sometimes daunting when you realize like how much goes into it.
I thought it was funny. Last week we came here with our daughter and Cornell was like, asked our daughter, who's 3, do you want to try some juice? And literally gave her a wine glass full of juice that obviously is not fermented and has no alcohol, but it was hilarious to see her drinking juice. It looks like wine from a wine glass. She was loving it.
Should never have started that.
I know.
Never have started that. Thanks, Cornell. Speaking of, let's go down to not Cornell, but Todd right now, who is in the production facility
look at those new
at the wine
doors you
cellar.
built. Nice. Hi, Todd.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
Good to hear. Like you said, starting harvest, but I want to show you a little bit where we finish. So come into my little room and we'll check this out.
Ooh.
Ooh, wow. Cheers.
Those are really beautiful doors.
Yes, they are beautiful. Carter asked me not to talk about them, so I won't say anything about that. But you can see down here, if you look around, you can see the barrels. They're getting ready for this year's harvest coming in, where we're going to ferment our reds as well as our Chardonnays. We have our riddling machines that we showed you before, way back when we first started doing sparkling, and we'll work our way through that rosé as well. And then, like we talked about, we're showcasing our sparkling tonight, our Riesling sparkling. It's a little on the sweeter side. Just tried it myself. It still tastes awesome, but it's good to get those little different mixtures of flavors. And this is where everything kind of finishes. Now I really want to move you through to the rest of the building so you can see more of the process as we go through. So come follow me.
Those are nice doors, man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
They look good.
Kind of have to add that in. We didn't have doors there forever. We needed some doors.
Yeah.
So we're starting, everything comes through that door right down there, the big garage door. It goes into the press as we move through. And then if you look over here, it actually will get finished in the bottling line. A lot of people don't get to see all these things, but it's fun to show them off to you guys right now. And then in between that stage, between pressing and bottling, we actually do the fermenting. So let's go see what these guys got to talk about over here, and maybe you can taste some juice like Flora did. You know, that kid's spoiled, but we're not going to go there right now. So here we are with the masterminds. You look at all these beautiful tanks.
Oh boy, here we go again.
And also,
hello,
one more
masterminds.
year, we go again.
Here we go. Hey guys.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Good to see you guys again.
Good to see you.
So,
Yeah.
here we have the fabulous winemaking team, Cornell and Dami, and they're going to talk a little bit about what we have, especially in the glass right now, and what we're doing, and as we're going through the season, kind of what this puts out, and what we expect to have happen to this stuff.
Right. So tonight we're going to try the sparkling OB. So it's one of our sparkling wines that we're going to be bringing out here in the near future, I should say. Years. It's a blend between Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, and that's why we have the beautiful pink color. And what we're actually doing here tonight is to just monitor the sugar here, just to see how the fermentations are going. You know, you can see with the tank that's swaying a little bit. So we're cooling it down a bit and keep it at the perfect temperature to get the right aroma profile. So, and at this point, it's one of the exciting times because you've got some CO2 in the glass, you've got some, the sweetness and stuff. So it's really almost like a gummy bear juice or whatever, like something that's going to make you bounce off the walls. But yeah.
So how long has this been sitting in the tank, and what have you done to it?
So right now, last week was the big week for us.
Okay.
So when we pressed close to 40 tons of grapes. Yeah, it's the biggest in our history.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so yeah, we could press the grapes, whole cluster, and then we got the juice in the tanks. We have 5 big tanks here, and then an additional 5 smaller tanks that's fermenting. So we got 10 tanks going on.
Oh, smokes.
You can be a lot just to kick off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you can smell it and stuff. So yeah, we got the juice in the tank and it's fermenting. So we added some yeast to it. With the sparkling wines, we like to pick it not as ripe as what we do with the still wines. So at that point, we are picking them right around 19 bricks,
Which is a sugar content.
that's right. And then that will ultimately, achieve or give us about 10% alcohol, and that's good for us. 10 to 10.5% alcohol, and then when we do the secondary fermentation in the bottles, that's when we'll go up another percentage.
Okay.
Yeah, doing it traditional way.
All right. Well, should we taste this?
Sure.
Good.
Go ahead.
Fun.
Watermelon, like that watermelon, a little bit of the raspberry kind of thing.
Really tropical, yeah.
Yeah, tropical too.
Yeah.
See, the Chardonnay is one that sometimes gives you a lot of pineapple, but it's not as ripe. And with a base wine, you want to try and stay as neutral as possible.
Okay.
The secondary fermentation is the one that's going to add the flavor.
That's what I want to say. Like, I mean, we are roughly 17 and a half, say 17, like, so there's still a lot of sugar in here. That's why there's so much fruitiness of it. But come back in a week or so, I mean, it's a little longer, it's going to be completely different. Because our goal is to go, like, this goes dry. And then it's going to be, I mean, it's, if you don't know, you'll think this is not this. But it's, I mean, it's going to be dry, it's going to be neutral. So all this sweetness is going to be gone. Yeah.
And so how long do you think you'll sit in this tank before you move on to the next stage?
Before we bottle for the secondary, we'll give it about 4 or 5 months.
Okay.
In that time too, we will stir up the sediment and just give it a little bit more flavor profile and stuff like that. And then and then we'll make a decision as to how the wine aged in the in the tank as to when we want to bottle it. Hey Carter, you guys want to see what it looks like inside the tank right now?
Yeah, we'd love to.
All right, let's get Colton out here. All right.
We'll hold the ladder.
Don't push him in. Through.
I think he's gonna like that. He's a youngster. So.
Whoa!
There we go.
Look at that.
Look at that, boom.
Oh.
Yeah. Those are those big bubbles. So
it's fermenting. How does it smell?
Oh, it's the best smell on this whole planet.
This whole room.
Yeah. No, it's just a lot of fruit that we smell, and the bubbles that you saw on top there. Those bubbles are way bigger than what we're going to end up in the glass. So when we're done with this, it's going to be that fine, delicate bubbles that's in the glass. And I know the guys had some sparkling Riesling here tonight that we just scored this morning.
Or now, how long does it stay in there for?
In this one, it's probably it's going to be about 5 to 6 months, depending on how they age and stuff. And then we'll make a decision as to when we will bottle. And then after the bottling process, there will be a secondary fermentation that takes place in the bottle, and that's going to last anything from a month to 2 months, depending on temperature and so on. And then it will age for months, or maybe a few years to come. So that's this. Yeah, this one is also part of our reserve program, right?
This one will age long.
Yeah.
Long.
Cornell, I'm sorry, we can't hear you as well up here because there's music and people, but what kind of wine was in that tank?
In that tank, we have Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. It's the ratio from Chardonnay to Pinot Noir, it's about 60% Chardonnay and about 40% Pinot Noir. And that's why we have color.
Got it.
So, question, how many tons did we harvest this last week and a half?
pushing 40.
And that gives you how many casings roughly?
2,400.
2,400. And then how many more do you expect to harvest the rest of the season?
So just to give you guys an idea, this past week, we harvested half of last year's production. And we have not even touched anything here. So it's going to be quite a big year for us. Last year, we did about 60 tons in total. And this year, I think we're probably going to look in the upwards of maybe 80 tons. So a good harvest for us. Says I know everything else has been going on, but good times. So we'll take it.
So if you're watching right now, take a good picture. In 3 weeks, these guys are going to look ragged and worn out, but right now they look the best. So
yeah, our hands are still looking.
Their hands are still looking good.
So that's clean, by the way, and it's gonna get This is super.
Davi, what you have in your hand, it kind of looks like you should be walking like in New Orleans with a hurricane.
That's right. So after we measure the sugar still, we'll dump that back, and we don't want to let any of this stuff go to waste. This is all precious juice for us, and to share with our customers, So.
Well, that's awesome. Yes.
That's
Thank
amazing.
Keep back up. We're excited to go get something to eat.
Yes.
And, looking forward to jumping in that big room up there.
Well, thank you guys so much
exciting.
for all your hard work. We appreciate it so much. Davi, Cornell,
Yeah.
Todd, you too, obviously. We don't forget you. It's amazing what you guys are accomplishing down there. Thank you so much. Come on up here.
You're making the liquid gold of Bonobo.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, we couldn't be more excited and grateful for you guys, because this is why we do what we do, because we love wine and we love the wine that you're making.
Yep.
And it's so fun to celebrate. What I love about this harvest dinner, time of harvest, it really signifies a change in seasons and a celebration of the fall and sort of this inner shift. I'm so excited because I'm such an LA girl that we don't really have seasons there. So to be here when the leaves are changing and it's getting colder, it's really fun to have that shift. It kind of relates to our inner clock as a human. So it's fun to be part of the harvest here right now.
Yeah. Usually Amy and I have skated out of here by this time.
Yeah.
Because we have to go back to work a little sooner. But fortunately this year we were able to stay a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you guys so much for sticking around with us every Wednesday. Like we said, we will continue to do this.
Yeah.
And we will continue to have wonderful events and big surprises every week or every other week. Amy and I will join on. But today it's all about the harvest. It's all about the people that are here.
And tomorrow's a full moon, everyone.
Tomorrow is a full moon.
Energetically, that's big. So set your intentions in a good way.
Yes, absolutely. I've set mine. Did you say yours?
They're setting.
They're setting. All right. I set mine like 2 weeks ago. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in. We're going to actually check on what we are serving right now, which is going to be
food.
which we have our two chefs in the kitchen right now that are, I don't think he's quite there yet, but that are rocking and rolling, and we have people that are chomping at the bit. And we're going to show you right now what we are serving and how they're serving it, because this is a kind of a fantastic dinner. It's a little, we're super excited.
Jill's there right now. She's ready to showcase the yummy food.
All right, let's go, Jill.
Right. Well, I'll show you a little bit. So for our appetizer course, obviously people ate a lot of it, which was great. But we had some Brion Brie, which was
Brion brioche.
Brion brioche, sorry.
That's right.
With some apple mostarda. And then over there we had some
Chinese spice duck confit, pulled and put into a Gruyere gougere.
The gougere is a beautiful cheese, delicious puff.
Cheese cream puff.
Cheese cream puff. They're the best things ever. They're never the best. Okay, so we're serving up our first course here, which is a soup. Chef, tell us about what we're doing.
We've got a roasted root vegetable stock here. We've got got turnips, rutabagas, sweet potatoes, fresh herbs, little chicken stock. We're going to serve it up with some chicken sausage. And then you've got a corn whole
Delicious.
sourdough that we make here with.
Chef Henry has made the sourdough. It's an in-house special of his. He made these beautiful loaves. All these flavors just come together nice, classically for fall. It's a really great dish. Chef Henry really is putting a lot of good flavors on the plates.
So it's a perfect start to our harvest dinner. Lots of nice harvest vegetables, nice and hearty. Again, for a nice cold night in northern Michigan. And we're going to be serving this with our Chardonnay Select.
All right.
That vegetable soup looks so good.
Jill, Chef, thank you guys so much. That looks amazing. We're so excited. We have people that are waiting. They're waiting
to come in and have the harvest dinner
to get their tables.
In the library right
yes,
there.
they're very excited. So we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
We're gonna celebrate. We're gonna have a fantastic harvest dinner.
So much for joining us these past 4 months, 5 months, 6 months.
6 months.
Gosh, 6 months we've been doing this. And we'll continue. And it'll just keep changing, but happening. And as life continues to change and happen, so will we. And we will be here with you and for you. And we're so grateful again for you to join us and be part of this.
Yeah. So all those, everybody out there, stay safe. All those small businesses, keep evolving.
Stay open.
Pivot. Stay open.
Can.
We hope you do. You know,
support local businesses. Support local businesses.
Yeah,
support
absolutely.
local businesses everywhere. They need it.
Thank you guys so much. Cheers to a wonderful harvest. Salud.
Cheers. Salud. Happy fall.